Hey everybody, Scott Barboza for ESPNBoston.com. High schools here with you one more time from Merrimack College's Lawler Arena. After our Super 8 crossover games that have concluded, we got two teams left that will be playing for the Division 1A Super 8 Championship Sunday at the Garden. And they are BC High, taking perhaps a little bit of an upset over St. John's Prep. 3-2, a very interesting game. And then in the nightcap, again, Malden Catholic going off in a big way, early and often, coming away with one over Central Catholic. I'm going to start you off with three things that I took away from each of these two games here tonight while giving you a little bit of a preview going into Sunday's game. First thing I take away from the first game, BC High St. John's Prep, is that some of the names that you found on the score sheet might not be the household names that you were expecting. In particular, the game-winning goal scored by Chris LaLiberty, a sophomore forward. What a story. This is a team, again, that has gone through a lot of emotional turmoil this year, you could say, with the death of a couple parents of the Eagles team's members. Again, with those unfamiliar names filling some big roles here for the Eagles tonight, this is all part of the MO of this team, which John Flaherty, the Eagles head coach, said post-game, there's a real special group, and he's had a feeling about this group. The second point I come away with is the play of Peter Cronin, the Eagles goaltender. Obviously, we know what we were getting from him from the get-go going into the Super 8 tournament, but we hadn't seen his best effort yet. The Eagles got that tonight. Peter Cronin was absolutely sensational between the pipes, but also this leads me into my third point, which is that the Eagles blue liners were terrific tonight. With Brian Fury, senior captain, leading the way, along with a strong game, I thought, from Sam Topham, the Eagles were able to counteract Prep's top line of Sam Kirker, Brian Pino, and Tyler Bird. Not to take anything away from the efforts of David Latar in net for Prep, who also played a very strong game, but the Eagles were just a little bit better in their own end, limiting high-quality scoring chances. Moving on to our second game, the nightcap between Malden Catholic and Central Catholic. The Lancers controlled this game almost from the get-go, and Central didn't register their first shot on goal until almost the final minute of the first period. A little shades of that St. John Shrewsbury game for Malden Catholic tonight. But here's the thing that was the difference. Connor Maloney was absolutely terrific when called upon tonight, stopping a penalty shot in the second period, and not only that, but a few minutes later, stopping another breakaway opportunity for Central. Which brings me to my second point, is that Central actually had a chance to get back in this game, and it was Maloney that shut the door. Midway through the second period, Central worked for the penalty shot opportunity along with the subsequent breakaway, which I just mentioned. But Maloney emphatically slammed the door shut with two big saves, first with the left pad and then with the right blocker, coming away on those scoring chances and sniffing out any sense of momentum that Central might have gained in that. Which brings me to my third and final point, which might be our breakout star of the Super 8 tournament. And it's none other than Lancers freshman center, Aaron Nazarian, who's been on the score sheet for every game throughout this tournament and again came up with a timely goal, giving the Lancers a 3-0 lead here tonight. So now that we have our crossover games covered, here's the preview. Malden Catholic, BC High. These teams are obviously no stranger to each other, Catholic Conference rivals. So here's what BC has to do to finally topple the Lancers and come away with a very emotional Super 8 tournament win. First of all, take away the low passes that Malden Catholic always looks for down low on the doorstep, cross ice. If the Eagles can do that, they'll be in pretty good shape. And the second key, again, with BC High, is Peter Cronin. It's been said from day one till tonight by John Flaherty, this team goes as the junior netminder goes. And if Peter Cronin plays as he did tonight, MC could be in for a real tough test. And we'll wrap this up with what Malden Catholic now has to do to become a repeat Super 8 champion. It's really no harder than keeping the accelerator down to the floorboard. This Malden Catholic team that has showed up in the last two games has been the team that we've been waiting for to show up in perhaps the last month of the season. Very potent offensively and also taking care of responsibilities in their own end. A little bit more tonight than the last game. But if the Lancers can do that, and again, if Maloney plays as he did tonight between the pipes for the Lancers, I don't see there being any chance that the Malden Catholic Lancers will be upset in the Super 8 final. But of course, until then, I'm Scott Barboza for ESPNBoston.com High Schools. We'll see you at the Garden.